The San Diego Padres are in desperation mode to make a trade with the Miami Marlins, and they may just pull it off. How's it going, everyone? My name is FamedFriar. Welcome back to another video where today we're going to be discussing the desperation by preller to try to make a trade with the Miami Marlins and how it is maybe closer than we all think. It could be coming very, very soon. Now, the interesting thing about it, we are completely unsure what pitcher he wants. I've heard corresponding reports, different reports. It's very, very interesting. I have a couple names of the pitchers I think he's personally targeting. Of course, Pablo Lopez seems to be the prize jewel, and that's who everyone wants. The Twins, the Angels, every team in the league wants Pablo Lopez, but I think the Padres are going to be the ones who pull it off. Before we even hop into this video, if you guys are yet to hit that subscribe button and you want constant MLB updates, the best insider news, the deepest scoops, all of those things, please hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button. Let's talk about this. We are in what seems to be day 2 or 3 of ongoing conversations between the Miami Marlins and the San Diego Padres, and possibly a third team in the mix. We could possibly see a third team get sprinkled in. I think it's very, very possible, and that is where this trade situation comes into effect, because it seems as though Trent Grisham does interest the Marlins, but the Marlins aren't willing to give up just Pablo Lopez to get just Trent Grisham. That trade's not going to happen. It seems very, very unrealistic at this point, but it is going to be a centerpiece. Now, another interesting name I want to throw out and why I think this could be a 3-team trade is the Redsox have a lot of interest in Ha-Seong Kim. They see Ha-Seong Kim as a very viable player, and these are both guys that, preller is willing to give off this offseason. He wants starting pitching, and the fact of the matter is he can make a trade to get starting pitching if he trades Ha-Seong Kim and Trent Grisham. Very, very interesting stuff here. We have a couple of ideas, couple models, couple trade ideas I will show off right now. You guys know about Ha-Seong Kim. You know about Trent Grisham. Let's discuss some of the other names that could possibly be traded. So for my crazy 3-team trade, it looks a little bit like this. Boston receives Jackson Merrill, Eggy Rosario, Xavier Edwards from Miami. If you guys didn't know that, Xavier Edwards used to be a Padres prospect. Very, very interesting. Jackson Wolf, Pablo Lopez, Samuel Zavala. Now, what does Miami receive? Miguel Bleis. I believe that's how you say his name. I'm not positive. Tanner Houck, Trent Grisham, Joshua Mears, Noel Vela. What do the Padres receive? They're going to receive Chris Sale, 95% paid, Edward Cabrera, and Alex Verdugo. It's a very, very crazy trade idea. Very, very crazy. Lots of names involved. Now you get Alex Verdugo, who can play in the outfield. We need another outfielder. You get Chris Sale. If healthy, he is one of the most viable options in baseball. He's one of the best pitchers in baseball. He's one of the best lefty pitchers of all time when he's on. Now, the other thing you get, and this is where the deal really evens out and pays off for the Padres, is besides Chris Sale, who does have control, and if his contract's being paid for, it's not that big of a deal for paying him league minimum, in my opinion. But this is where it gets really, really interesting. You add in Edward Cabrera. Okay, so now you have a young, controllable starter with a grizzled vet who's going to help you win playoff games. So let's say even if Chris Sale doesn't pan out, you still have Edward Cabrera. So you add yourself 2 starters to this rotation. You could put Seth Lugo or Nick Martinez in the bullpen. Yes, you're giving away a lot of prospects. You're giving away our number 1 prospects. But we're talking about getting one of the best players in baseball when he's on, and Chris Sale. He's a top 5, top 10 pitcher when he's on, when he's healthy. I mean, Chris Sale has been kind of on and off injured since 2019. He hasn't performed to the level that he's used to. Guys, this guy still has a 3.03 career ERA, even though he hasn't played good in about 3, almost 4 years, or at least up to the level we're expecting of him. A little bit about Edward Cabrera. Edward Cabrera, very, very talented, high upside, high velocity, great changeup. He has a slider as well. He has a curveball. He has a good pitch mix. He's a solid pitcher, and he's a guy we can develop and make ourselves into someone that can fill into the rotation, because we still need someone that's young, developable, controllable, and Edward Cabrera is all that. Of course, we're going to be giving away Merrill and Zavala, aka probably our 2 best prospects currently, because Lesko's not playing. It's a lot to give up. You do give up a lot, but you also get a lot back, in my opinion. It's a lot of value to gain back. It's another interesting trade. I still think some of the other trades are very, very possible. People mentioned before, Trent Grisham plus a higher tier prospects for an Edward Cabrera, or for even a Braxton Garrett, who's their 5 starter, who preller apparently has a little bit of interest in, is Braxton Garrett. Very, very interesting stuff. They can all kind of fill in their own role, and I would find it very, very interesting to see how they pull it off. Pablo Lopez would go to Boston in this situation, but I think if we get Edward Cabrera and we get Chris Sale, I'd be very, very happy with it. It's just an idea. It's something to throw out into the realm, because I think most likely at this point, if we get a trade that goes down with the Miami Marlins, it's going to take a 3-team trade, and it's going to take us sending Ha-Seong Kim to that 3rd team. And the Red Sox are very, very interested in Ha-Seong Kim because, well, they have to replace Xander Bogaerts. So, hey, we got a replacement for them, so we'll just, the rich keep getting richer in our case, and I guess in the Red Sox case, the poor keep getting poorer. The last thing I want to talk about in this trade, obviously we gave up the prospects, but the last player we get back is Alex Verdugo. First video I ever uploaded on this channel talking about the San Diego Padres. I said I'm obsessed with Alex Verdugo. He's a young, controllable Jurickson Profar. He's a better hitter than Jurickson Profar. He would slot into our lineup very, very well. It would be a lot of lefties with him, Carpenter, Cronenworth. That's a lot of lefty bats. But if we can make it work, we can make it work. I really would like to see an AJ Pollock in this lineup to kind of even things out. But if you go ahead and put Carpenter at second or first, you put Verdugo in the outfield, you put Tatis in center, right? You can still sign an AJ Pollock, 2 years, $20 million, get it done. And all of a sudden you're looking at a team now that's one of the best in baseball, if not the best in baseball, because I think at the end of the day, AJ Preller is going to do whatever it takes this offseason to build the best roster in baseball. But that is going to wrap up the video, guys. If you are yet to hit that subscribe button, once again, last chance this video, I highly recommend you do so. Comment down below what you guys think of this crazy trade idea. And also, hit that like button if you have not already. And I'll see you guys all in the next video very, very soon. Peace.
Yes. 305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go. Woo! It's our fucking house.
Hey.
It's our house right here, baby. Let's go.